The ego itself isn't the bad thing. First off, nothing is inherently bad or good, right? We give that kind of meaning. However, the ego itself isn't bad. It's your over reliance on the ego, forgetting the fact that you're also a spiritual being. That's what makes it bad in our eyes. Okay, stay with me. The ego itself represents your connection to the material, to the physical, to this life, to this experience, okay? And it doesn't matter what word you use to define the overarching power that encapsulates all that it is. It's just the representation of you experiencing separation from that. If you didn't have an ego, you would just be part of the infinite consciousness and you wouldn't have some sort of identity. You would just be everything, okay? And you are everything because this is an illusion. However, right now, your ego is what pulls in these different pieces of you and gives you your identity. When people say they go through an ego death or they need to go through an ego death, they're not saying, I need to be rid of my ego entirely. If you're rid of your ego entirely, like I just said, you wouldn't have things that make up you. You wouldn't have that kind of passion or that kind of identity that you do right now. What is meant is that your ego needs to be purified through a cycle, a death and rebirth process, which is what we all go through. It's what the earth goes through, right? Like we have seasons. The winter or the ego death period is followed by spring or the rebirth of your ego. Okay. And now in this rebirth process, you're able to identify the fact that you're not just the ego. You remember that you're a soul having this experience through the ego. And the ego is what allows you to have this individuality while you overarching, right? You realize that you're actually everything. So the ego itself isn't bad. It's that over-reliance on the ego and the nature of forgetting that you're not just the ego, you're also the soul. You have this balance or this duality within you, much like everything has this duality. It's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. It's your ego and your soul, and they're both trying to communicate to you. You want to hear both. You want to experience both. Though, the way that it's represented in society today, you are supposed to completely look away from that, your shadow, your bad qualities. But if you don't ever look at these qualities, right? If you don't ever look at them, you will never understand them. And if you don't understand them, you can't integrate them. And if you don't integrate them, you can't heal them. And if you don't heal them, then you'll never be a full and complete being. You know what I'm saying?